flag bearer for Northern Division, Mbale City. This is my statement on the goons being hired by candidate Umar to stop Hudu Hussein from addressing people at public gatherings. Firstly, I am grateful to the people of Northern Division who continue to vehemently support me in this race for MP, even amidst many threats and challenges, some of which I am going to address today in this press statement. I have had and continue to have very solid support from several of you dating as far back as 2015 when I first contested in the NRM primary elections in Mbale. At that time, we were still a district. This support is largely a result of the message of cooperation that I give to the people of Northern Division. A message of hope, a message of unity, a message of coexistence with one another, a message of working together to improve our lives and make our city a better place. With this message backed by action, I have managed to draw the attention of the majority of you, my voters, my fellow patriotic Ugandans, who are ready now to send me as their representative to Parliament with a mission of improving the lives of the common people. What we know as omuntu wa wansi or omuntu wa bulijjo. Our people trust me to lobby for them better than anyone else in this race. The people trust me that just as I have been doing in my years of national service, especially as an RDC/RCC, I would draw the attention of the President and government to help Bugishu sub-region even better to improve service delivery and also help especially the youth and women out of poverty. The hope that people have in me is great. The plans I have for Northern Division are not small. This race transcends me. It is about greater good of our society, and I will fight with everything in me to protect the trust placed in me and to protect our common vision for Northern Division, because the future of this place lies upon the kind of leaders we choose. It is on this basis and upon this background that I want to openly rebuke and shame my brother Umar Nangoli, who has resorted to very desperate, dirty politics in an attempt to kill the people's dream for a better Northern Division. It is said that my brother Umar Nangoli and some of his people now hire goons and sometimes pay them to shut me up in public gatherings when I have been given opportunities to speak. I have witnessed this myself on some occasions. I condemn these actions and reserve. Not only have they done this to me, they have done this even to Haji Muzamil Viromi, the NRM chairperson in Mbale City. Such cowardly politics is a sign of weakness. We, the people and residents of Mbale City, especially, we are not weak people, especially the Bamasai. As the people of Mbale City, we are not weak people. It is a weak man who attempts to fight another's freedom of speech. Why is my brother Umar and his team afraid of me speaking to the people in public gatherings? It is because he knows that indeed the message I give to the people works. He knows that no one who genuinely loves Northern Division will listen to me and not vote for me. He's bitter, he's full of hatred. Umar and some of his people fear my message because they know it's good and powerful, yet he has none. In a civilized society such as ours, we do not use primitive methods of violence. We use our freedom of speech, which President Museveni and his team fought for years to restore in Uganda. What is at stake is the nature of our politics. It is the reputation of Northern Division. I am aware that my involvement in this race has made it a race of national interest, and I shall not allow cowardly politicians to shame Northern Division at a national level. We are not people of violence. We are not cheap people. We are peace-loving people. In fact, my supporters are just as passionate and not only capable of shutting down Umar, but also more in number and therefore capable of shutting his own wounds too. The only difference is that if he does the same and I also do it, it may lead to violence. My supporters have tried to convince me to do the same, to also mobilize and shut down Umar. And unlike his own, whom he has to pay, they have been reaching out to do the same, but have resisted, and I will continue to resist. I believe that if he organizes hecklers at a burial place or at any function, and I also organize, it will be chaos. It could be bloodshed, and it must be stopped. If it is not stopped, we are going to retaliate, and I don't think that will be good for our politics. I want to appeal to our voters. I want to appeal to the security leadership. I want to appeal to all peace-loving Ugandans to desist from this kind of politics. As a former assistant, as a person who has been in security, I am doing this so that tomorrow they don't say who did not come out to inform us of what's going on. Many of you must be aware that in the primaries, something like this happened. There was violence, there was chaos at Namanyonyi Primary School playground. The perpetrators of this violence, the perpetrators of the chaos, the goons who even beat up our supporters, none of them was arrested. So if this continues and my team does the same, I hope we shall not be blamed. Therefore, I want really to repeat, if we are to resort to such, what would be the benefits of campaigning? My supporters will not be dragged into dirty politics. This may actually cause more violence and bloodshed at public gatherings in an attempt to shut each other. In the NRM, we believe in civility and fair competition. I call upon my brother Umar Nangoli and his team. I call upon some of the MCs that he uses to respect themselves, to respect the people of Northern Division, and turn away from scandalous politics. Turn away from stage managing and poisoning our voters. Just recently, as the public may already be aware, Umar was all over social media telling us how he was planning, together with my brother, candidate Paul Wanyoto, to self-abduct and frame me for criminal kidnapping, so that I end up in jail, and also to hoodwink the voters so that Paul writes on this for support. This video has been trending. You must have heard where my brother Paul Wanyoto came out saying that he gave Nangoli 64 million. He did this and that, all that story, you know it. And it was upon that revelation by Paul Wanyoto that Nangoli had a press conference attempting to refute those allegations. And therefore, during that press conference, Nangoli said Paul Wanyoto told him to self-kidnap himself during the day on the day of nomination, so that they put it on me that God is the one who kidnapped Nangoli. And according to Nangoli, the reason my brother Paul Wanyoto was asking him to self-kidnap was for Wanyoto now and his team to tell our voters that it is Hudu who kidnapped Nangoli on the day of nomination, which he would then use against me for support. Now this is criminal, and as Hudu, as a candidate, I don't want to take it for granted. That's why I'm coming out to talk about it. We are in a society that honors and fears God. Are such schemes commendable before God? These brothers of mine make their deal where we were not, and they plan, they develop a scheme. One of them to self-kidnap and put it on me. This is something that police, this is something that security should pick interest and investigate. I don't know if security has picked interest to ask Honorable Nangoli about these allegations he made about Honorable Paul Wanyoto. And maybe to even ask Honorable Paul Wanyoto, is it true that you made such allegations? Because it is all over social media, it's on video, it's not hearsay. There is ocular proof, and nothing has been done. And the person they are trying to plan against is candidate Hudu Hussein. Now, when you see now my brother Paul Nangoli starting to mobilize goons at public functions to shout so that I don't give my message, something that I can also do. But when you see him doing that and you relate it with the meeting he had with candidate Paul Wanyoto, I don't think that is something that can be taken for granted. I don't think security should really wait to be told to pick interest. So this kind of politics is very disheartening.